Today I went to Marufuji, which is a Japanese market that opened in Vienna, Virginia, which is basically like Northern Virginia, otherwise known as Tysons Corner. But this is pretty much the only like dedicated Japanese grocery store in the area. The only other places that I know that are comparable to it is maybe Mitsuwa, and the closest one is in New Jersey. So that's like a good 3.5 hours away from me. Here are some of the options that you can get as prepared foods when you go there. There's actually a cafe you can order freshly made food too, but here's the ones that you can get to take home. And this is only 3 out of maybe 12 or more things you can get. So I have the Gyudon, the chirashi bowl, and a tonkotsu ramen. So I'm very excited to try all of them. I got a couple drinks too, just to try out. Japanese Starbucks, a Craft Boss orange grapefruit drink, and then something for dessert. This is like a little pudding with a maybe strawberry juice or jam type mixture on top, but it looked really cute. I got it in the frozen food section, so I'll try that out too. The chirashi cost $20, the gyudon cost $14, and the ramen cost $16. So not too bad really, because if you order any of these at a actual Japanese restaurant, they're probably gonna run you at least $20 each. I know that chirashi can be up to like $25, $28, maybe more than that. But let's go straight for that because it's raw fish and I wanna examine it and take a look at it. Here's a close-up on it. It's got 3 different types of fish. It's got salmon, tuna, and I think the last one is yellowtail. They also have some ikura on it, which is the salmon roe. It's these little orange balls, kind of look like Dragon Balls. Let's see how good some of this salmon tastes. We'll start with that. It's pretty fresh. That might be some of the freshest salmon I've had in a long time. And we'll try the yellowtail. Both of them are like very smooth and buttery. No fishiness at all. So all of these are like really top quality fish. And here's the tuna. And tuna sometimes it can be hit or miss, at least for me. Because when you go to lots of different types of restaurants or buffets even, sometimes the tuna can be kind of metallic-y, or I don't know, there's just something off about it. But all 3 of these fish, the yellowtail, salmon, and tuna, none of them have any off-putting fishiness to it. So for $20, I'm very, very pleased. A little bit of salmon and rice together. And the rice is good. It's not overly seasoned or anything. It's just a nice base. And some of these fish eggs. Yeah, very solid for $20. I'm going to be sharing this with my wife after I'm done with this video. So I'll put that to the side and we'll go over to the next thing. All right. Next, I'm excited for this ramen. The ramen is actually really cool. So it was in the refrigerator and the instructions say all you have to do is microwave it for 4 minutes. I just took out these pickled ginger and egg, and then I put it in the microwave for maybe just 2.5 minutes because it wasn't like super cold anymore. But I was wondering if I would have had to add water or anything else. But actually, when I looked around in the bowl, under the noodles was like jellified broth. So it was really cool to see. All the broth was like cut up into cubes and just in a pile. So after microwaving it, it melted everything and turned into a nice, beautiful broth. So I'll go for the noodles first. We'll see how the texture held up after microwaving it. That's really good. I wouldn't be able to tell if that was a prepared food or made fresh if they presented it nicer. It's definitely better than any type of instant ramen you can get. It's like very clear. There's a lot of that like porkiness to it that I like. And take a look at this nice, perfectly jammy egg. Yep, there is no sense of overdoneness to when it becomes hard boiled. Yeah, it's just a perfectly medium cooked. I don't even know how to explain it. Jamminess. Ah, I missed. There's so much flavor in there. I think the first thing that I taste, maybe they marinate it in like some sort of sake. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but it tastes good. Also in the ramen, you get these swirly, I think they're called Naruto things, fish cakes basically, and wood ear mushroom sliced up very thin, and some bamboo shoots. Oh, and of course the most important thing, the pork. One big nice slice. It's not dry. It has a lot of flavor. Some ramen restaurants, I think they're lazy with their pork. Maybe they cook it too fast, or I want to put this here so it can be in the shot. Maybe they cook it too fast, or they just rush it and don't prepare it enough. But I found that at like some local Japanese restaurants, the pork that they have with it can be overcooked and dry. So this is better than a lot of nearby Japanese restaurants I can think of. So I'm happy with that. And then finally, I'll try out the gyudon. It's like nice big pieces of shaved beef. Beef and onions and green onions. They're kind of connected. I can't get one. The meat is really good. It's got like a good bite to it because the slices are not super thin. Let's see if I can show this to you. Yeah. So the slices are not super thin. Like it's not a cheesesteak slice where they're almost paper thin. They're still kind of substantial. And then the seasonings that they use to cook it in is like mirin, dashi, soy sauce, just a few other things maybe. And yeah, it's just a nice, sweet, forward savoriness to it. I'll try it with some pickled ginger. It's very solid. This one tastes like homemade food, except you don't need to make it yourself. So I'm happy with that. All right, let's go over to these drinks. Let's try the orange and grapefruit Craft Boss first. Now, it's not carbonated, but I wish it was. But we'll see if it's any good. It kind of reminds me of High C, maybe a little less artificial tasting. I'm looking at the ingredients. It also has high fructose corn syrup, so I can't say that it's like a healthier version of High C because maybe it's just the same thing, but it's juice. Tastes like you could get it from a juice box. It's good though, it's refreshing. Tastes like exactly what it is, orange and grapefruit. Cool. All right, next up we're gonna try some Japanese Starbucks drink. It is their caramel macchiato. I've had my good fair share of these things, at least the American versions. Like, you know, when you go to Target and you grab one of those tall glass bottles of Starbucks. Let's see if this tastes anything like that. It's a lot lighter tasting than the Starbucks Frappuccinos you can get at Walmart or Target. This one is more like watered down, but I also taste a good amount of caramel and the espresso or coffee that they use in it too. So this is really good. It's more refreshing than like a dessert. I think it's good. I think it's more of like a go for a walk and drink it type of beverage rather than like I need a sugar rush right now while I'm working in the office or something or on my work break. Yeah, this is good. My wife got another drink. I think it was called a George, Japanese coffee brand. I like this one better. It's more sweet than the other one. But she also got like a bottled latte type thing. So that's good. And finally, I'm gonna try this pudding. It's called City Lights, and it came frozen, and I thawed it by just putting it in some warm water. So we'll see if that was long enough for it to thaw. All right, there that is. It looks very creamy, so I'm excited for that. Okay, let's assemble it. There we go. Wow, look at that. Doesn't that look nice? There's some tiny pieces of strawberry in it too. So I want to get just everything together, all for the first bite. Little strawberry, little syrup, and some of the pudding. The flavor kind of reminds me of a flan, of the actual pudding itself. So comparable to like, if you go to a Latino store, they have like Raymundo's, or I guess just any homemade flan. It's kind of like that, but the syrup on top it's not artificial tasting at all. Like if you were to compare this to a Hershey's syrup, like a Hershey's strawberry syrup is really like you know that stuff is fake. But this one tastes like someone made it by boiling strawberries and water together. Yeah, this is very good. Yeah, what is this called again? City Lights. Lites. Ooh, I might have to start buying these all the time. I don't get out to Marufuji too often, but I think that this is going to be a really delicious, like special treat to get. And they're not too cheap either. I think they're like $4 maybe for this tiny thing. But they're unique enough that I'm not mad about it. It's actually creamier than one of those like cheaper flans you can get in the Latino markets. So it's just kind of got that flavor, but instead of like you being able to easily cut into it with a spoon and it's kind of more slippery, this is more creamy. All right, one more thing. I'm looking at my spoon over here that I put to the side. I forgot to drink the broth on the ramen. Okay. That's good. Okay. I don't need to say much more about that. All of the prepared foods are super delicious. So I'm very happy with all of these. I think all of them is a very fair value for what you get and cheaper than any restaurant you could get it from. So yeah, save some time, save some money, and you don't have to tip anybody. You just bring it home and pop it in the microwave and it tastes just as good as anything else. And yeah, very fresh fish, very flavorful and well-made ramen noodles, and then just like a homey beef on rice dish. All right, thanks everybody for checking out the video. Again, it was Marufuji Japanese Market in Vienna, Virginia. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.